Hello everyone. Do you believe in aliens? There are two theories. First, we are not alone in this universe, and second, we are alone in this universe. Both are equally scary. So you believe in aliens? This is a complicated answer. Aliens, space people, whatever you want to call them, have been seen again and again. Today we will discuss 5 signs that prove the existence of extraterrestrials. The first sign. The Battle of Los Angeles. The incident occurred less than 3 months after the United States entered World War II as a result of the Imperial Japanese Navy's attack on Pearl Harbor. This was the day after the bombing of Elwood on February 23. It all started with the fact that on the night of February 24, 1942, air raid sirens wailed throughout Los Angeles. The lights were ordered to be turned off completely, and thousands of air raid wardens went to their positions. At 3:16 a.m., the Coastal Artillery Brigade began firing .50 caliber machine guns, and 12.8-pound anti-aircraft shells were fired into the air near the aircraft. As a result, more than 1,400 shells were fired. The artillery fire continued sporadically until 4:14 a.m. The all-clear signal sounded, and at 7:21 a.m., the shutdown order was cancelled. Several buildings and vehicles were damaged by shell fragments, and 5 civilians were killed by indirect anti-aircraft fire. 3 died in car crashes in the ensuing chaos, and 2 died of heart attacks caused by the stress of the hour-long action. The incident made headlines on the Pacific coast of the United States and received some media coverage across the country. Initially, it was assumed that the target of the attack was a force from Japan, but soon after, speaking at a press conference, Secretary of the Navy Frank Knox called the incident a false alarm. Some modern ufologists have suggested that the target was a spaceship of extraterrestrial origin. When documenting the incident in 1983, the Office of Air Force History attributed the event to a case of war nerves likely caused by a lost weather balloon and compounded by occasional flares and shell bursts from nearby batteries. The third sign. The vastness of the universe. Now, even those who don't believe in UFOs or alien photos and videos that go around, there are many that, due to the sheer size of our universe, it's almost impossible that there isn't another life out there. First, you have to realize how big the universe is. The diameter of the observable universe is thought to be about 28 billion parsecs, which is about 93 billion light years. Now, 1 light year is just under 6 trillion miles, which is a ridiculous number. So, 6 trillion times 93 billion, and again that's just what we can observe. It's not that we don't have the technology to make further observations, it's just that other objects didn't have enough time to reach Earth. The fourth sign. Meteorites. In 2011, NASA scientist Robert Hoover claimed that extraterrestrials exist after he discovered fossils of alien beetles inside meteorites that landed on Earth. Astrobiologist Richard Hoover said that laboratory studies of meteorites do not contain any evidence that the fossils belong to organisms living on Earth. These 3 meteorites are considered to be among the oldest in the solar system. Hoover argues that the lack of nitrogen in the samples indicates that they are remnants of extraterrestrial life forms that grew on the parent bodies of meteorites when liquid water was present. Hoover, an expert on life in extreme conditions, has already reported similar structures in meteorites several times. So far, none of them have been confirmed as ancient remains of alien life. Hoover argues that the lack of nitrogen in the samples, which is essential for life on Earth, indicates that they are remnants of extraterrestrial life forms that grew on the parent bodies of meteorites when liquid water was present long before the meteorites entered the Earth's atmosphere. The fifth sign. Egyptian hieroglyphs hint at the existence of extraterrestrials. One hieroglyph depicts images of a helicopter, submarine, speedboat, and jet plane thousands of years before they were invented. This discovery has caused a lot of controversy among Egyptologists and archaeologists who do not know what to think. How could people 2,3,000 years ago know about modern aircraft? Some people believe that the ancients had a connection with aliens from another planet, while others believe that aliens from the planet Nibiru are responsible. The ancient Egyptians used to talk about creatures that descended from the heavens. How the sky will open, and then bright lights will descend to teach them the technique, as well as to show them wisdom. There are many people who also believe that this is clear evidence that aliens once visited the ancient Egyptians. They arrived with their advanced technologies and left behind interesting stories to pass on to our ancestors. The sixth sign. NASA cover-up. The fact that NASA is withholding information from the public has led many to believe that they know about the existence of extraterrestrials. One of the most talked about cases of a NASA cover-up comes from Dr. Edgar Mitchell, who was part of the Apollo 14 space mission in 1971. During the two-moon expedition, he spent 33 hours on the moon. Dr. Mitchell said he was aware of several UFO sightings during his career, but each one was hidden. He also said that he believed the Roswell alien disaster in 1947 was real, and the reason it was hidden was because the US didn't want the Soviet Union to know about the technology they got their hands on. Apparently, NASA officials commented on Dr. Mitchell's statements, saying, "NASA does not track UFOs and is not involved in any cover-up of alien life on this planet or anywhere in the universe." Dr. Mitchell is a great American, but we do not share his opinion on this matter. But Edgar went on to claim that aliens and alien ships are real and sure that we are being watched right now. Another thing that people have recently noticed is that the HD broadcast of the International Space Station is often interrupted when objects are visible in space. The seventh sign. Wow signal. If Jerry Emmon had written what he really thought that day in 1977, we'd be talking about "holy shit, the signal is right now," says H. Paul Schuck. Emmon, a volunteer researcher at the now-defunct Ohio State University Big Ear Radio Observatory, studied the data from the telescope's SkyScan on August 15, a few days earlier. In those days, such information was run through an IBM 1130 mainframe and printed on perforated paper, then carefully examined by hand. The boredom was dispelled when Emmon noticed something surprising, a vertical column with the alphanumeric sequence 6EQUJ5, which occurred at 10:16 p.m. Eastern Time. He grabbed the red pen and circled the sequence. In the margin was written, "WOWOM1 researchers at Ohio State University detected a signal coming from nearly 220 million light-years away that was so powerful that it was dubbed the WOW signal." The scientist wonders how such a strong signal could have come so far without the use of advanced technology. What do you think? Are there still aliens? Are we alone in the universe, or is there an inhabited planet near us? Write in the comments if you want the second part. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the new video. See you all soon.